We have a question from White Bear Lake. A viewer's concerned about the wolf depredation. There we go. The wolf depredation claims, dealing with, of course, livestock losses, and of course, this all ties back to the federal court decision restoring the wolf to the endangered species list. And this viewer is concerned about over $100,000 in damages and wondering what the state's going to do about dealing with these issues. Who wants to take about that? Who wants to take that question? Anybody? Dean, let's start with you. Any thoughts on that?
Well, since this is from White Bear Lake,
why not? That's right.
Well, I don't serve on the Environment Committee, so I haven't dealt with this directly. I have gotten a lot of email from folks in my district and across the state about the wolf hunt and moving it back onto the endangered species. There's I think less than 300 wolves were taken last year. There's not a great deal of wolves that are taken in the hunt, but we want to look at what the relationship is between the wolf and the moose population and also livestock in Minnesota. We see livestock, unfortunately, taken by wolves. And that's something that I think if you live in greater Minnesota, you have a very, very different view of wolves. In the suburbs where Senator Kent and I live, the kids think of the wolves in terms of going to the zoo and seeing the wolf. They don't think about a calf that got taken or a deer maybe that was taken when you could have hunted that deer. In our neighborhood, we've got too many deer, and you're just trying to avoid them on Highway 96 most of the time. Mm-hmm. So we have a very different view of it in the suburbs, probably than people in greater Minnesota. So it's something that we're going to hear more about, I think. But particularly in northern Minnesota, I have a very, very different view of this. And it is one of the interesting things about the legislature. It really depends on which branch of the tree you're sitting on and which part of the state you're representing. This is one of those issues that's viewed very differently by which part of the state where you come from.
Wolf issues. Representative Pawlowski?
Well, in greater Minnesota, we do have issues with livestock. We have issues with crops also. When the deer population is up, you're avoiding them, Representative Dean, in your car, and our farmers are having them raid their crops. So they have long discussions about deer and how to keep deer away from their crops. And the issue with the wolf, I think, is very similar to it. There's going to have to be a compromise here, because whether it's livestock or crops, both are a commodity, both need to be protected, and you just can't have unlimited access by any type of a creature to these commodities. So I'm hopeful there'll be a compromise this session. But you just can't have those losses for the farmers or those that are raising any types of herds. Can't be done.
Senator?
I agree in the sense that I think we do need to have more of a discussion about this. And Representative Dean is right. All of my email is about protecting the wolves from my constituents. But, it is a narrow view coming out of the suburbs, and I definitely recognize that. I think one of the concerns with the federal ruling is that it leaves it so that you can only kill a wolf in self-defense, and there's no protections there when it comes to livestock. And so I think there is an opportunity to have a more nuanced conversation, as Representative Pawlowski describes, and talk about all the issues involved.